Chapter 2. To greet is a part of Islam. Narrated Abdullah bin Amr. A person asked Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, what sort of deeds in or what qualities of Islam are good? He replied, to feed the poor, and greet those whom you know and those whom you don't know. Chapter 2:1. To be ungrateful to one's husband. And disbelief is of different grades, lesser or greater degrees. Narrated Ibn Abbas, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, I was shown the hellfire and that the majority of its dwellers were women who were ungrateful. It was asked, do they disbelieve in Allah, or are they ungrateful to Allah? He replied, they are ungrateful to their husbands and are ungrateful for the favors and the good, charitable deeds done to them. If you have always been good, benevolent, to one of them and then she sees something in you, not of her liking, she will say, I have never received her. Chapter 2:2. Sins are from ignorance and a sinner is not a disbeliever unless he worships others along with Allah, Azza wa Jal. Narrated Al-Ma'rur. At Abada I met Abu Dhar who was wearing a cloak, and his slave, too, was wearing a similar one. I asked about the reason for it. He replied, I abused a person by calling his mother with bad names. The Prophet said to me, O Abu Dhar, did you abuse him by calling his mother with bad names? You still have some characteristics of ignorance. Your slaves are your brothers and Allah has put them under your command. So whoever has a brother under his command should feed him of what he eats and dress him of what he wears. Do not ask them, slaves, to do things beyond their capacity, power, and if you do so, then help them. Quote. And if two parties, or groups, from among the believers fall to fighting, then make peace between them both. Allah has called them believers. Narrated Al-Ahnaf bin Qais. While I was going to help this man, Ali ibn Abi Talib, Abu Bakr met me and asked, where are you going? I replied, I am going to help that person. He said, go back for I have heard Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, saying, when two Muslims meet each other with their swords, both the murderer as well as the murdered will go to the hellfire. I said, O Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him. It is all right for the murderer, but what about the murdered one? Allah's Messenger, peace be upon him, replied, he surely had the intention to kill his companion.